Welcome to Homebuyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
So before we begin, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips on home buying, click the subscribe button below, hit the little bell so you don't miss anything.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Homebuyers School. Today I'm joined by Eddie D'Ambrosio, a real estate agent with RE/MAX Elite. And today the question we're going to answer is, what are things I should know when buying a resale home? So Eddie, what are some of the key things that you would look for when buying a resale home?
So when you're buying a resale home, I think obviously at this point you've sat down with a mortgage broker, you've determined your budget for that home, and you've given thought to the location that you'd like to live in, maybe some communities, and driven out to those communities and maybe had a little bit of a drive around. And so now you've picked out some properties and you get out looking at them. The first thing is take your time with each showing. Start from the outside. Really determine, how does that home look from the outside? What does the surrounding area look like? Are you in a cul-de-sac? Maybe if you have kids, being in a nice private cul-de-sac may be important to you. And then take the opportunity to walk around the outside of that home and just to inspect that a little bit and determine if it, does it look good to you, and does it look like it's in pretty good condition and well cared for? That's a good idea before you head on in.
How important is using a home inspector to really gauge that the house is livable, I guess? Yeah,
I mean, it's so important because they're just, the fact is that, real estate agents and the everyday clients, we're just not trained to be able to see the things that a trained home inspector is able to see and able to find. So it's invaluable. Hire a home inspector once you've found a property that kind of meets all of your needs and that you're ready to, or you at this point should have moved forward with an offer to purchase. And that's actually, that kind of brings up the topic of, as a client is going through a home, and as you view more properties, you don't always have to feel that with each property you need to be the home inspector. Some clients really love to get down and look at those details. But a good successful first visit at a property really looks like it looks like a tour, a relaxed tour of that property, and really just feel it out and kind of assess if does the home size work for you, the layout, bedroom sizes, and then you can kind of move forward with more of the details like that property inspection.
How important is it to get your family members to actually take the tour with you?
Well, for some people, family is, that family opinion can mean the world. And so for those that have families that are very opinionated, it can be kind of both. It can be such a good help to have your family validate your interest in a property. It can sometimes get a bit confusing to now throw a whole bunch more opinions into the mix. So just, if you've got, anytime you have anyone that you rely on for an opinion or for some advice, bringing them into that process and having them to bounce ideas off of, I think is a really great idea.
Well, thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
That's another edition of Homebuyers School. Tune in next time for more expert tips and tricks. And visit homebuyerschool.ca to bring you one step closer to finding your dream home. As with everything, it would be great if you like and share our videos. Also, please let us know if you have any home buying questions you want us to answer.